Welcome to the TV Street Detective Channel. Here we update cases that shock the world. The Gucci family tragedy, the shocking story behind the murder of a famous fashion family. Maurizio Gucci, heir to the famous fashion empire, was shot dead on the steps of his office in Milan on a spring morning in 1995. The mastermind behind the case was none other than his ex-wife, Patrizia Reggiani. This mysterious murder has become one of the most shocking cases in the world of fashion, recreated on the big screen in the movie House of Gucci, premiered on November 24th in the US. The story begins late on the night of January 8th, 1997, when the police chief, Filippo Ninni of Lombardia, Italy, received an anonymous phone call. The caller only mentioned one name, Gucci. It was a sign that opened an unexpected clue in the case that haunted Italy for 2 years. The assassination of Maurizio Gucci. On the morning of March 27, 1995, Maurizio was shot dead by an assassin as he entered his office building. All lines of investigation were blocked. Detectives kept coming up with theories. Was he involved in shady dealings? Or was it the internal tension within the family that led to this tragedy? However, the case remained unsolved. When meeting with Chief of Police Ninni, the informant revealed that a hotel porter had bragged about hiring a hitman to kill Maurizio Gucci. This was the first bright spot that helped the police track down the murder plot, leading straight to Patrizia Reggiani, Maurizio's ambitious and famous ex-wife, Maurizio Gucci, and a glamorous but turbulent life. Maurizio Gucci was born on September 26, 1948 in Florence, Italy, the grandson of Guccio Gucci, founder of the Gucci brand. Growing up in luxury, Maurizio inherited a world-famous fashion empire and married Patrizia Reggiani, a glamorous and famous figure in the upper class. However, ambition and conflict led him down the path of loss, not only losing control of Gucci, but also losing his life in a shocking tragedy. In 1971, Maurizio met Patrizia at a party in Milan. As the daughter of a successful businessman, Patrizia quickly attracted Maurizio's attention. Despite warnings from his father, Maurizio was so infatuated with Reggiani that he decided to marry her in 1972. The two lived in extreme luxury with yachts, villas, and a string of real estate properties around the world. Reggiani was not only his wife, but also a powerful advisor who encouraged Maurizio to fight for control of Gucci. However, after Maurizio's father died in 1983, he began to neglect Reggiani and gradually fell out with her. Their divorce infuriated Reggiani to the core, and when Maurizio openly cohabited with his new lover, Paola Franchi, Reggiani's rage turned into a plan for revenge. The fateful phone call and the shocking arrest. On the night of January 8, 1997, a mysterious phone call became the key to one of Italy's most sensational cases. The anonymous caller, in a low, hesitant voice, said only one name, Gucci. Police Chief Filippo Ninni took the call in the dead of night, and a clandestine meeting followed shortly afterward. The informant said he was staying at a Milan hotel and had overheard a porter bragging about helping Maurizio Gucci's ex-wife hire a hitman to kill him. With this little information, Ninni quickly assembled a team of investigators, deciding to follow valuable but also dangerous clues to uncover the criminal plot of a famous figure like Patrizia Reggiani. In the following days, detectives began to penetrate deeper into the criminal network that had a hand in the assassination. First was the porter named Ivano Savioni, the braggart who had inadvertently revealed the key to the case. Savioni, a late-night worker in the shadows of luxury hotels, gradually revealed himself as a middleman specializing in illegal deals. The police followed his connections, finding Giuseppina Auriemma, a spiritual medium, and also a close friend of Reggiani. Auriemma played the role of connecting Reggiani with the masterminds, taking advantage of Reggiani's belief in spirituality to promise to help her escape the ghost of her ex-husband. Gradually, the full scope of the assassination plot was revealed. Auriemma had been in contact with hitman Benedetto Taraulo, a convicted gunman and notorious gambler, and the getaway driver, Orazio Cicala. The investigation intensified when the police decided to use wiretapping in the hope of forcing Reggiani to reveal himself. an undercover police officer posed as the hitman and called Reggiani to demand more money. During this cryptic but dangerous conversation, Reggiani did not hesitate to exchange words, even appearing calm, further revealing her ruthlessness. Finally, on January 31st, 1997, after months of surveillance and meticulous planning, the police made a major arrest, bringing the entire gang and Reggiani to justice. News of the arrest spread at a dizzying speed, becoming a shocking event in the Italian upper class and the international media. Patrizia Reggiani, the woman who once made waves in the fashion industry, is now dubbed by the press as the Black Widow. To the public, the image of a proud but cruel Gucci lady makes everyone shudder. The trial of the Gucci heir's murder attracted special public attention. Reggiani appeared in court in a jet-black suit, her hair carefully combed, her face exuding a cold look. Without a trace of fear or remorse, she became the center of articles with sensational headlines. Delving into her sinister personality and boundless ambition, the media continuously published analyses of her psychology, depicting the image of a woman filled with hatred and obsession with power. When confronted with evidence of the $365,000 she paid Oriema to hire a hitman, Reggiani showed no remorse. In response to the jury's gaze, she calmly said, "It was worth every lira." This cold statement seemed to strike another blow to the public, exposing the terrifying indifference of the woman who used to be Mrs. Gucci. No one could imagine that under that elegant appearance, there was a soul that had lost all humanity, willing to trade the life of the person she used to share a bed with just to satisfy her endless hatred. The time Reggiani served her sentence in San Vittore prison was also a time when public opinion constantly focused on the image of a Black Widow, who once owned everything but lost everything because of hatred and blind jealousy. During her early years in prison, Reggiani remained a symbol of luxury and pride, refusing to do ordinary labor. She once declared, "I've never worked in my life and will not start in prison." This attitude deepened her public image as a woman who was aloof, self-satisfied, and uncaring. However, time and loneliness in prison began to change Reggiani. During nearly 20 years of imprisonment, she lost many things. It was not only her freedom, but also her precious connection with her family. Her two daughters, once the pride of Reggiani, moved to Switzerland and completely cut off their relationship with their mother. The separation from her children, combined with painful memories of her former glamorous life, gradually eroded her pride. Released early in 2016 for good behavior, Reggiani left prison in a state of loneliness and loss. The woman who was once a fashion icon, once known as the Queen of Gucci, is now struggling to find her place in society. No longer the wife of Gucci, Reggiani took a job as a fashion consultant at a small jewelry company, a humble job completely foreign to her heyday. Reggiani's return after being released from prison was not easy. Her two daughters, Alessandra and Allegra, refused to see their mother or even mention her. They inherited a multi-million-dollar fortune from Maurizio, including a yacht and a real estate chain, but completely cut off contact with Reggiani. Her calls and letters were ignored, and Reggiani was not allowed to see her grandchildren. Perhaps in the brief moments of admiring the Gucci legacy from afar, she realized the irreparable loss that her crime had caused. Now, at the age of 70, Patrizia Reggiani, once surrounded by wealth and power, lives quietly with her mother, who is over 90, in a small apartment in Milan. She often complains that she is scolded by her mother every day, an image that is completely opposite to the pride and splendor of her past. When asked if she feels any regrets, Reggiani bitterly admits, "If I could see Maurizio again, I would tell him that I love him, that he is the most important person in my life." That belated confession only further highlights the tragedy of a woman who lost everything because she could not let go of her hatred, a tragedy brought to the silver screen. The assassination of Maurizio Gucci became the inspiration for the film House of Gucci, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Lady Gaga as Patrizia Reggiani. The film, which opens in the US on November 24th, retells one of the greatest tragedies in the history of the Gucci family. A story of love, ambition, and revenge that leads to crime. The life of Maurizio Gucci, with its glorious days and tragic ending, remains one of the darkest chapters in the fashion world, and his case continues to remind us of the cruel underbelly of the upper class, where ambition and hatred are sometimes the main driving forces. Sincerely thank the audience for watching. Please press the bell and subscribe to update the latest videos. Like and share to share with more people. Comment your thoughts, comments, or suggest contributions so we can improve. Reference and summary source: Street Detective TV. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to explore shocking true crime stories, unsolved mysteries, and secrets yet to be uncovered. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new videos. Your support means everything to us and helps us continue bringing exciting, high-quality content. Thank you for joining us on this journey.